espresso, please.
That's it for that. Okay. Back down,
Noses to the wall. Nose to the wall.
Yo, what is you, Dad? Yo, you come through.
Don't turn your head.
Don't come to my club disrespecting me like that. Yo. Better be easy with that.
Fuck you guys think you are coming in here marching on this place?
Can I get... Oh, you're
gonna have all your asses.
on you now. Son of a bitch.
Have all your fucking asses.
We'll take care of this. Don't worry about it.
So, come on, what's the deal, guys? Come on. Don't tell me to shut my mouth. I'll get up, I'll fucking put that up your ass.
Just relax. Calm down, guys.
Shut your mouth.
Yo, guys, easy.
Frankie Fingers has nothing to do with this.
Shut up. Shut up, guys.
Hello, Louis.
Hey, what's up? What made you come out from the Iraq, come down to my place?
Why don't you ask yourself why I would come down here?
What are you talking about? The Chinatown incident? I'm
very displeased.
Why are you back in the goose?
I'm very displeased, Lou.
Come on, you should be back in the goose. Our people are better. We owned it before. We're gonna own it again.
You went down to Chinatown and slapped a bunch of Frank Chen's men around in public.
Yeah, they deserved it.
But you have continued to go down there, even when my father was alive. You inched your way into that territory.
I'm taking it back.
Inched your way into that territory, and I sat and I watched, and I was patient.
We're taking them back.
No, you're not. This stops.
Yeah, okay.
You have a role with this family. You're still under my family, so you will do what you are told. You go into Chinatown, you feel as though that neighborhood belongs to you. You cause trouble with a family that we've been doing business for 75 years. And let's face it, the only color that matters to me is the color green. And you're now affecting business. And I'm here to tell you that if it happens again, there will be major consequences.
Yeah. I mean, disrespect, but you can't let them take it, walk all over us the way they do.
How are they walking all over you?
They're disrespecting us. We've got to take it back. That was our town before.
Oh, so that's what this is about. So you're fighting over territories, is that it?
Territory won't get money back over in that area. We'll start doing the same things.
You know, you and I are very different people. Our beliefs are different, traditions are different. What we want out of life is very different. Here you are, this flashy, flamboyant Goomba that likes to prance around and let everybody know that you exist, your fancy jewelry, your clothes, your cars. That's what you do, right? You want everybody to know you. I only care about the money. We've seen each other grow up, Louis. You cannot sit there and tell me anything different. I watched you shine the shoes of gangsters, getting $50 tips, parading around here like you were some sort of millionaire. It was chump change. Me and Frank Chin, when we were 14 years old, were pushing $7-8 million a month in product. So we aren't even in the same class. So I'm not coming down here to conversation with you. I'm coming down here to warn you that if it ever happens again, it'll mean the end for you.
Yeah.
Do I make myself clear?
Clear.
Bye, Louis.
Take it easy.
Questo pezzo di merda, fanculo.
Tommy, I brought you in, and the reason I called you in, the last, I don't know, 3-4 weeks, I know she's been coming around, you're acting a little strange. Is something wrong?
Actually, there's something I've been meaning to talk to you about for a while now.
Anytime, you know that. What's the matter?
I've been thinking about it for a long time, and I like to take some time off.
No problem. I got a joint in Florida. I'll give you the keys. You go down, you spend 2-3 weeks, relax, you come back, you'll be all fresh. What's the problem? No problem.
Actually, Carmine, I think I'd like to take a permanent time off.
What does that mean?
A permanent vacation.
No, I don't understand what's a permanent vacation. I don't know from permanent time off. I don't know what that means.
Well, as you know, I've been doing this many years. Matter of fact, I killed a lot of people for you.
Whoa. I don't know what you're talking about, killing people. I don't do this. I don't know what you're talking about. What kind of talk is this all of a sudden? What do you mean vacation? What's a permanent vacation? There's no such thing as a permanent vacation. In this life, we come in and we got one vacation. It's the last one, the final one. You know that. You took this oath when you came in here. We had a little powwow, and you know exactly what you got into.
I want out. I'm done. I just finished. I want out.
This is a bad move. This is a bad move. I could do so much for you. I could do so much for you. After that, I gotta cut you loose. I know you since you're a kid. There's no walking away from this. I think everybody, at one point or another, goes through what you're going through. I know you since you're a kid. All right? Take my recommendation. Take 2-3 weeks off. Go to my joint in Florida. All right? On me. Just go relax. Clear your head. When you come back, we'll sit and talk about this. All right? Don't make no rash decisions. We'll talk.
You know what? I'm sorry. I shouldn't even talked about it.
Well, you did. That's the
forget
problem.
about it.
Yeah, but you did. All right? Don't talk to anybody about this. I know you a long time. I can only protect you so much. Agabish?
All right, Tom.
Go spend 2-3 weeks down Florida. You come back, we'll talk.
All right, thank you. Sorry.
All right. Go ahead.
Good evening, and now the top news story tonight. Angelo the Fixer Curcio was sentenced to 3 life sentences after a 2-year-long trial. FBI sources say that the Mafia in America as we know it is over. Angelo Curcio has been the godfather for the Salerno crime family since 1989. He will be extradited to Austin Federal Prison.
Okay, that's it. Finito. They got nothing. Kept his mouth shut and they got nothing. And this thing of ours, America, it lives on. But most importantly, we stay in the shadows.
I never had my doubts of it. He was never gonna sell us out.
It's like I always said, we should be putting more of our family in the FBI. Generations to come, we wouldn't have to worry about this no more.
Dobbiamo selezionare uno nuovo. Non possiamo lasciare la nostra padrona nelle mani di questo buon amico. Dobbiamo sapere se sono capaci di portare avanti i nostri affari. Questa è la moda che è stata sempre. Io sceglio Nicola Scalini del Bronx. È un uomo di onore, amato e rispettato di tutti. Ci siamo cresciuti insieme.
He's not flashy enough. No good. The wrong guy. We need someone colorful. We need someone loud. Someone like Tony Ferriolo from Bay Ridge. This is the type of personality. This is the type of guy we need out there so that no one's looking at us. Agabi?
He's also flashy, he's colorful, he's perfect for that, but there's then the trust factor. How can we trust these new capos coming up? Let's face it, the old days are fading away, and people are going to jail, they're getting killed. It almost seems that the respect and the trust is diminishing. I mean, look at Don Bartufo. What happened with his family? Trust is a big factor.
Joe's right. The old days are gone. It's hard to know who to trust. We've all had members of our family we had to turn our back on because we couldn't trust them.
I have to say, many members of my family didn't think he would take the fall. I have much respect for him and his family. You can't judge a guy sometimes by the way he acts.
If they're like your family and the family before them, we'll have no problems. Remember, we are careful by living in the shadows. One tree can make 1 million matches, but it only takes one match to take down a whole forest.
Well, we've been in secrecy for years. Trust is the biggest factor.
We gotta go forward. We gotta trust somebody. We gotta put somebody in there.
Trust is the most important thing. It's what's going to keep our family in the shadows.
Absolutely. It's not easy to understand trust. I've had people in my family who I trusted. I had to turn my back on them eventually. Loyalty's hard to come by.
Tonino Fiorello, ascolto. Questo è il loro consiglio della Sicilia. Capire?
Ho capito.
All right? So now it's time to appoint a new front guy.
Okay, we all in agreement? Okay, let's go to the table and sit down. I'd like to first of all thank all the families for coming out again tonight. Once again, our quest has been successful. Tomorrow, Gino Antronelli will be appointing Tony Ferriello from Bay Ridge as a new front man. I'm sure all of you are with me in extending your condolences to the Molinari family with the loss of Don Vito.
Thank you.
On the same token, we'd like to welcome Joe. We're waiting to hear about his new announcement, who he's going to pick for his consigliere. And of course, we go to our order of business. Our first order of business is a big one, and a big problem for us. It's about this heroin. It's no longer in the ghettos, it's just the animals. No, it's in the good neighborhoods now, the good schools. It's becoming a real problem. In fact, it's becoming such a problem, the FBI and the CIA are spending all kinds of money, and they're just creating a new task force called Retreat. And they're sniffing so far up our assholes trying to find out who's moving this stuff. It's becoming a nightmare.
Questo camorcio di droga, ci sono gli alti e bassi, sempre con le leggi alle spalle. Dobbiamo essere tutti amici nostri politici e cercare una soluzione, ma si allontanano di fare i nostri e inseguono i cinesi, gli spagnoli e i rini.
Well, he's right. It's better than them bastards than coming after us.
You know, my family, and my dad especially, we've been feeling the heat for years. Politicians turning our backs, judges, we don't get the same support because things are happening with these drugs that didn't happen years ago. It's no longer affecting the deadbeats, the whores, prostitutes. It's now getting in the hands of 12 and 13-year-old children that are totally hooked on this stuff. So with that, I'm sorry, with that, politicians don't want to be behind that. And more turning their backs, making it difficult to aid in our people when needed.
I say we do it ourselves. My family will coordinate with the Chinese, the Vietnamese.
No, hold it
the
right
Russian.
there. Hold it right there. No, too risky. No, that'll never happen. I don't want to ever hear anybody talking about that again. And if I ever hear that anybody brings that up or goes in that direction, want my approval or my acknowledgement, I assure you, it won't end well for those involved.
It's the only way. We need to keep the dealers always away from the vital areas. Just last week, I heard the Gagliardo family moved into territories in Brooklyn on the Russians.
Benny, you gotta do your research before you give us wrong information. The Russians are gone out of Brooklyn. They're going back to Russia, and we're filling the gap.
Yeah.
Yeah, gap. And if there's room to fill, we're gonna expand our bloodline.
I think we're approaching this all wrong, and I mentioned this a while back. They be made in big corporations. Just recently and in the future, you'll hear the announcements that the U.S. is going to stop all work going in overseas. So there won't be any hired work outside of the United States. That gives us good control of the unions. The unions are going to give us control of labor, which is going to mean hundreds of millions of dollars. Eventually, I vote to move completely out of the drug business. There's enough money to be made in technology, which we can have in another meeting, which I can explain, and we can turn hundreds of millions into billions.
La nostra famiglia pionieri nella droga dagli anni 60. Non possiamo mollare questi soldi. Può scassare tutto alla nostra pioniera.
Sally's right. Drugs fund everything that we do. Can we make that up in technology and finance? Who's to say? The one thing I know is we gotta keep the heroin out of the white neighborhoods. It brings too much heat otherwise.
Agreed. For now, we go with Vincenzo's plan. We keep moving the stuff, but we keep making sure we move it just to the ghettos. All right? We keep it out of the good neighborhoods. Before we go, there's just one more order of business that's important we're going to discuss. Our twofold Pisani family is going to be splitting up. Phil hasn't made his decision in which direction he's going to go.
You all know about the nonsense with Crazy Joe. We lost 3 capos. Right now, the family's thin. We're gonna have to expand and find some new fertile territory.
Aspettiamo quello che decidi. Buona fortuna.
Salud. Salud.
And so I'm here to see my father.
Stella's in some meetings right now. You're gonna have to wait a little while.
He's always in a meeting. This is my house. I should be able to see my father when I please.
Look, he's got business right now. As soon as some time opens up, I'll get you in.
He never has free time to see his own daughter.
We'll get you in. Just relax.
Okay, what else is new? I guess I'll sit with here with Aunt Tina drinking at 12 o'clock in the afternoon.
All right, listen. It shouldn't be too late today.
Where are you going now?
I got some business to take care of.
You're always out.
Somebody's got to earn, Karen.
Can you both please stop?
You like the Bentley you're driving, don't you? Listen, I'm not fooling around, okay? This is what I do. This is our business. This is what my business is. I got to go out and do what I got to do. Somebody's got to take care of it, okay? I'm not fooling around. What can I tell you, Karen? If you don't like it, do me a favor. Pack up your crap and get out, okay? What do you want me to tell you? Carlo, you wanted to see me?
Yes, I did. I have a problem with the kid, Joe. I was friendly with his father.
Stop right there. Stop right there. Listen to me. I understand where you're coming from. You're from the old school. I respect that. You can't make a beef with this kid, Joe. You can't make a beef. This kid's not higher than you.
But I want to bring it to your attention because you have some say over this kid.
I will talk to the kid. I will talk to the kid on your behalf because I respect you. But you got to understand, you can't make a beef with this kid. He's above you now.
I understand that. I'm not going to make a beef. I want everything to continue the way it was going.
I'll take care of it, okay?
Joe, things are looking good. Our recruits, they were all accepted into the academy. Okay, looking out for our interests all over the city. Okay.
It's very important to put our bloodline everywhere, to strategically take our people and put them in all areas of government, law enforcement. This is the future of the family.
Some of these kids have potential to rise up to the ranks. It'll be good for us in the future. We may even have a mayor or a governor come out of this group here, so things are looking good.
We have to look ahead, Frank. We have to look 10 years down the road, 15 years down the road. If we don't look at those kinds of tactics and techniques, we're not smart about the future, we will lose.
What we do know is that we're set up for the future.
Perfect.
The important thing for us and for the family is that our image is what we want it to be out there. Okay, we have to have the right image. Sister Tina. I love her, you know, she's a sister to me, okay? We grew up together. She's a handful, Joe.
Well, what you do now?
She's at the nightclub. She had a few too many in her. You know how she gets, right? Over the top. She starts strutting around who she is, who she thinks she is. She wants this, she wants that. She starts making demands all over the place. They asked her to leave because they didn't want to have a scene. What do you think she does? Think she goes home quietly? Of course not. She does Tina. She goes out to the car, picks up a billy club. She goes back and she tunes up the two guys at the door. She almost killed them. We covered it up. It's going to cost us a few dollars. I spread it around. It was in precinct on one of our lieutenants.
How much is a few dollars, Frank?
It's $50,000. We can afford it. You know, we did all right this past week with the numbers. So, but you know, that's not the problem. It's not the dollars. It's getting worse.
Why is she going back to that club? I specifically told her to stay out. If we have to tie her down and cage her, this is what we have to do.
She's upstairs. She's trying to get down here to see you right now. You know, Enzo's keeping her at bay. By the way, Stella's upstairs too. Okay. So,
we'll deal with her later. That's kid stuff.
Well, yeah, but kid stuff or not. You know, last week was the car.
I send her to an Ivy League school, pay a fortune to put her in a good college, and she's out back on the street dating scum. We have to put a stop to that immediately.
Well, she's immature.
Listen, if you have to take care of the kid, take care of the kid. I don't want her around that.
Okay. I'll make sure a couple of our boys keep a close eye on her. We're going to suggest to the boyfriend that you find another girlfriend.
In a very subtle, mannered way. Suggest she's not the right one for
We'll
her.
suggest to him that she's not the right girl for him. So, and I'm sure he'll understand.
What's going on with the union in China?
Well, anything that's done now from technology, whether it's cell phones, internet, websites, we're going to get our VIG. Okay, so we're going to get a piece of the action, and we're in deep.
Well,
So-
my calculations are correct that the first year's annual revenue should be about $10 billion.
Give or take a few dollars, you're in the right ballpark. You're
Well, it
absolutely
depends
right.
who's giving or taking. You know, our cut should be $10 billion out of that deal if we control 100% of the union.
Yeah, we do.
Okay.
It's ours. And we sent the right guys over there, so nobody's can know.
What's going on with the new recruit?
Got the kid upstairs, right? He wants to meet you. You know, he's working for Coolio, I think it was.
Yeah. Coolio just passed, didn't
Yeah,
he?
he just passed, so he's in the market. Okay, I think that we can trust him. We started out with a few light things, nothing that we know can come back to us. Let's let him kind of re-earn his stripes with us, make his bones with us.
Let's get my sister down here. Let's take care of that first.
All right, let's get your sister down here.
Enzo, send her down.
Fratello.
That's
I need money.
Thank you, Enzo. You know, it's just amazing. We go through this, and it's getting real old at this point. You know, I'm trying not to slip into dad's role because I got 4 kids of my own, and I didn't think I had to be a father figure to my oldest sister, who really doesn't know how to act and just become a normal human being. I heard about that little splash you had at the club where you beat the hell out of 2 bouncers the other day, which Frank just told me cost us money, and of course, most of all, publicity, which is something that we don't have here at the Molinari family.
Tina, basta! Non dimenticare che tu sei una Molinari. Il nome della famiglia è più importante.
Frank gives me an earful today about the little fun joy time you had at the club yesterday where you got so trashed and stupid that you decided to beat up 2 guys that not only cost me a small fortune, but also could put the Molinari family out there at risk. That's the biggest problem we have.
Did he tell you how they disrespected me at the club? They didn't even know who I am. That's
Are we on the same
unacceptable.
planet?
It's Tina.
Are we on the same planet here? We don't want you for them to know who you are. We don't want that.
I want that.
Tina, you have to protect the family name.
Oh, the family, the Familia. Oh,
Come on now, when your father was alive, God bless his soul, okay? You knew the way he ran the family. We're about being private. The image of the Molinari family has to be protected as if your father was still alive.
Look,
he's not
you
still
walk around
alive.
this house, you come and go as you please, you have no responsibilities, you disrespect everyone in this family. Then not only that, You shed more light on the disrespect by going out and gallivanting from place to place, acting like a complete imbecile. They didn't disrespect Tina Molinari. They disrespected a drunk who was in a club, abiding by their own rules and stupid regulations. You fell right into it. What did you expect them to do? Roll out with the red carpet? Here I am. Here I am. They don't care who you are. And quite frankly, I don't want them to know who you are. Because you're supposed to be in the shadows, down low, unseen. You did a fabulous job of getting to be known.
Oh, please. Who cares?
Our father had built this family and continued to build what our forefathers had been built, only for you to be able to knock it down into you. You were doing a great job.
Me? What about you? You're the
chiefs of police,
so-called leader.
bribery, surveillance videos we had to capture. Your ass should be locked up in a slammer right now if it wasn't for Frank. Get out of my face today. I'm done with you. And you're cut off.
Basta.
She has completely lost her mind.
Joe, I know you're a little charged up from your sister. You feel up to meeting
That's
Bruno?
fine, bring him back.
Sure? Enzo, portami Bruno.
Sì. Bruno.
Bruno, questo è Don Molinari. Di questo giorno in più, questo è il patrono tuo, se lui decide. Siediti e parliamo un po'. Forza. Don Molinari, this is Bruno.
The Molinari family, as you know of, and the only reason why you know it is because you've worked with Cacto for so long. He's an old family friend of my father's, very loyal, and I'm sorry for his passing. If I leave the villa, you will accompany me. If I stay in the villa, you will stay here with me. And I'm looking for someone who can, how do we say, do our bidding without any trace. Remember, you don't exist. Nor am I looking for someone who is seeking a family life.
Don Molinari, from this day forth, I belong to you.
Hey, Joe, how are you? Good, how you doing? Good, everything good?
Yeah,
Good, good. Listen, I called you, I got a little problem. You went into this guy's club, we know who we're talking about, and the guy took a big offense to it. Now, do you have to answer him? No. Can you go in without his okay? Of course. But I think you know how I feel. I believe in showing respect, especially to the old timers who've been around a long time.
Look, I know that that territory was my father's, and we did pass it on to another family member, and technically he's overseeing that social club. But it's still our territory to do business. Carlo Gangi, I do respect. He's been around for a long time.
Yeah.
He's an old-timer. He's a stand-up guy. The problem is his nephew. He's a bad seed. You know it.
Yeah. Yeah.
It might be great to be the front person for a capo at a social club, which is why he's there, and he doesn't have a brain cell in his head.
Right, he's a loose cannon.
But the reality is he's a bad seed. And the problem that I have with this guy is he's been moving in on the Chen territory for years, which makes up 22% of our business in Chinatown. In a million years, any smart person would know we can't go into Chinatown and sell their people. They would never buy from us.
I noticed.
But he's moving in on that territory constantly.
I noticed.
Thinking he can get pieces of it, and he thinks that he can do what he wants.
I hear you, but listen, all I'm saying is there's ways of doing things where we could, rather than upset the apple cart a little bit, this guy got all crazy, came to me all upset. He's an old timer. You got to understand his head, all right? All I'm saying is you could have came to me, I would have set it up. But you could have went to him. And if you went to him, we wouldn't be talking.
It would have made a difference. I think that
to him it would have. To him it would have.
But for business, it's not good. We're talking 22% of Chinatown. Do we want to start to go to war with Chinatown?
No.
We've been neutral with the Chen family for over 50
Absolutely,
years.
absolutely. I just think.
Look, his nephew slapped around members of the Chen family in the middle of the street to take control of a 1-block radius territory, which is ridiculous. A 1-block radius territory to show that he had a big chest. I wanted to go there personally, and the reason why I went there was to tell him, you do it again, there's going to be major problems. Look, Frank Chen came to me personally. He didn't have to do that. He could have whacked the guy that hit him, and there would have been an all-out war.
How's things right now with him?
Everything's good.
You calmed it down?
I calmed it down until he erupts again. How do I know that this nephew of his is going to be, exploding again with something ridiculous? That's the only reason why I went down there. Believe me, the last thing I want to do is show my face to people who don't even know me down there.
That's what I'm concerned with.
I made it a point. Everybody's faces were turned around, and I don't think there'll be any issue.
I mean, the last thing we want is start to be seen in the street with these other guys. I mean, that's for years. We've made a point they're not doing that.
Well, look, you mentioned that you wanted to have a sit down with Carlo. I'm willing to do that. You set it up.
I'll set it up. I think we should just clear the air. You sit down with him. You make nice. I'll say that this is going to be like this. This is going to be like that. Everybody will come together, and then we do what we got to do anyway. But the point is, we do it the right way. I don't want any bloodshed, and I don't want any aggravation. I don't want things going. Let's do it. Let's do it the right way.
You, I do the sit down.
Okay.
You organize it. Tell me.
I'll set it up. I'll set it up.
Very good. Okay. Thank you.
Take care. Ciao. Be good. Regards home.
Joe, how are you? Good to see you.
Hopefully, two gentlemen can sit down and work this out.
What is the problem?
This kid, he's a little bit wild. My sister's a widow. I kind of keep an eye on him, and I understand he's rambunctious, and I understand he's insulting, but
He's a capo.
Joe, I'm gonna call you Joe because I know you since you were a kid. You went into my club and totally disrespected my nephew. Why did you do that? You should have came to me.
You can't change his thinking. His thinking is warped. He moves in on the Chen territory. You know, we do a lot of business with Frank Chen. I do more business with him than you probably are aware of, and I don't want that relation ruined. He needs to be put on a leash. And I went down there to straighten him out, to let him know that the last 3 years he's been moving in on Chinatown, and I cannot have that anymore.
When he was pushing his name in the territory, was he using my name?
He slapped around a couple of Chen's people in public.
What I'm saying to you is you should have come to me first. I know you since you were a kid, and I have a lot of power with this kid. What can I do to straighten this out?
Carlo, this isn't a timeshare, okay? I'm running this family, and I have to run it how I see fit. You're a respectable man. You've worked with my father for years. I respect you 110%. You're part of the old crew. Your nephew is a bad seed. He's disrespectful. He doesn't do anything he's supposed to do. My father's gone. He tolerated it for many years because of his relationship for you. I cannot allow his actions to affect business.
And I totally understand that. In view of the relationship I had with your dad, I just want to tell you one thing. I will straighten this kid out and keep him on a leash. What can I do to make up what he did to these people? Okay, I'm not here to cause you trouble. I will handle this kid. Tell me what you want me to do.
I want 2 kilos back to Frank Chen immediately.
I think I can get you 2 kilos for Monday. If I can't get you the kilos... Monday.
It has to happen Monday.
Okay.
We disrespected Frank Chen. He's been taking you off the top for 3 years. He's been disrespecting Chinatown. He can do it right away.
Okay, I will take care of that. What I'm concerned with is the kid's health, and I don't want his mother to lose her son. So you have to put that in my hands. And like I say, whatever he does, I'll stand behind it. I'll make sure that will never happen again. If it does, you come to me, and I'll take care of it.
Okay, he gets a pass. I want 2 kilos back to Frank Chen immediately. Okay.
Glad you gentlemen can resolve this issue.
We are resolved.
I have no. It's, as far as I'm concerned, it's resolved. Right now.
Very good.
Okay? There'll be no trouble from there. Thank you.
Fabrizio, how are you?
How are you?
Good to see you. I heard you joined the Ganji family.
Yeah, I got my hands full.
I hear you. Good luck to you.
Yeah, you too. Hey, Joseph.
Yeah.
It's a boss.
You failed. You failed! You get one shot with this. Despite your disordinate massacre here, I'm gonna ask you one time, I know you have children. The people who told you to do this, that we're gonna take care of you, I can guarantee will be dead in 2 hours. Whoever I don't get, within 2 weeks they'll be dead. Tell me what I want to know, and I'll make sure your family's not harmed. Who gave the order?
God, you did. Please.
I got a plan today. You're not part of it.
My kids.
Got a few hours. Got a few hours. We'll be done before that. All right. Che film vecchio che ho già visto 3 volte, si chiama Ganji. 112, 138 strada. Dammi 2 ore. Hai capito tutti? E squingi te.
This is 156. Give me extension 18.
Hello? How are you?
Yeah, I need a pickup.
How many you got?
At 112 to 138th Street. 4425B.
I'll see you in 15.
Goodness. Unbelievable. Well, you said 1 o'clock.
It's gonna be 3 o'clock. There's a war coming. You need to decide which winning team you want to be on.
I can't do it. It's against family business.
Forget about the family business. You forget that we broke the family rules with you when my father did you that favor? I need the 2 hours.
I'll do it for you. But this will be the last time. I'm with you. Sean, come here. What did I tell you at the factory? I told you. You only look at the dead bodies. So you see, Sean, this pays for your family in Ireland. Pays for the things that we have. I need that trust in you. You know, I have to tell you something. My dad, your grandfather, started this business. I was 8 years old. I used to go clean up the blood, pick up the guns, stuff like that. I didn't know. I figured I was just helping my pop. So what happens? My father died when I was 22. The Invisible wanted me to take over the family business. He wanted me to run things. See, that's trust, Sean. That's trust. That's trust that pays for your home in Ireland. Trust that pays for the family. I can't have you acting like this. Okay. I need that trust, Sean. Okay. I don't seem to be getting it. The trust. Okay. Do you understand? Yes. Now go goddamn clean the carpet. Pick it up. Drugs in America. Terrible thing. My nephew. He got addicted to heroin. He overdosed and died. Now I'm gonna have to tell his mom. Now I'm gonna have to tell his mom. Terrible things, drugs. Terrible.
Sir, what happened? Police officer, what happened?
I've been shot. Two guys, they just ran away.
Which way? Which direction?
They went the other way.
The other way.
Out of the door.
All right, come on down. Come on down.
I can't, I'm just
you're bleeding bad. All right, come here. Come, sit down. Sit down. What'd you say your name was?
Carlo.
Carlo what?
Carlo Ganji.
Carlo Ganji?
Call an ambulance. Hurry up. What are you doing? Hurry.
Making sure you don't get help. Post 20 to Central. I got shots fired at 112 138th Street. I need immediate assistance. 1013. Suspect down at this time.
Snake.
There's no snake here. You got the wrong place.
Tell him Joe Molinari's here.
All right, give me a minute.
How's it going, buddy?
Good.
All right, old friend.
I need your help with something.
Okay, what can I do for you? Have a seat, relax. Your buddy doesn't look too good here. What's going on?
At 1 p.m. today, some members of my syndication tried to have me assassinated.
Okay.
Obviously, it was a failed attempt, but I still haven't caught the rat.
Okay.
I'm injured, so I don't have much time. I need your help, because what I'm about to ask you to do, I cannot do. It's against our family rules.
I understand.
First, I need two guys from 112th Street all the way to 115th Street. I need the locations of every single surveillance camera on the street.
Okay. Oh, your man is going down. Hey, two of you guys, come get this guy. Let's take him to our doctor.
I need you to put him to my location.
Okay.
Bring him to this address. Whoever's driving him, they go up to the gate. You must put your hand outside of the right-hand car door window.
You got that?
Got it.
Okay. So it looks like you're really alone in this world, huh?
Okay, so here's what I need to do. I need those surveillance cameras immediately.
Okay.
And I need you to perform a hit on a certain location. It's one of the social clubs.
I know we go back a ways, but you're asking a lot.
I promise that you'll be under the protection of my family.
No more favors?
This is it. We're done.
In that case, I can do it.
It has to be done within the next 45 minutes.
Okay. I've got about 5 of my best guys here still. We can make this happen.
You're gonna go to the location, you're gonna kill everyone at the location, and then you guys must take a little vacation for 2 weeks.
And you want all this done within the hour?
Within the hour. In 2 weeks, I'm gonna contact you for the next move.
Okay.
If any one of my family tries to contact you or our syndication, do not take the meeting.
Okay.
You wait for us to meet again.
I understand. But one thing you've got to do for me, get yourself looked at because you don't look too good.
I need a ride back now.
Okay. Let's get it going, please. Take this too.
I don't need it.
You sure?
Take me back.
Okay, buddy. Take care. You guys look out for him now.
You're just in the mood.
What's up?
So we really gonna do this?
We're gonna do it. I owe this guy. If not for him, I wouldn't be here right now. We wouldn't have any of this. When I was getting my ass kicked by the Chinese, he made a phone call. He saved me. All that we're doing, I owe to him. And I know he's not one of us, but he's one of us. So let's make it the right thing, and let's do the right thing by him. Yeah, we have to. Okay? Okay? Okay. Do the right thing, look out for him, treat him good.
I came as soon as I could. My family is with the Molinari family, 100%. E portiamo tutto lo sforzo. Tutto.
Ti ringrazio, grazie per l'amicizia. A questo punto l'amicizia è quello che ha bisogno qua, per la famiglia. Tina.
His power is what we're going to need. We have to figure out who did this and we have to go after them right away.
Tina, aspetta un momento. A questo punto non è necessario diventare pazza. Hai capito? Ho parlato con tuo fratello. I spoke with Joe. All right? He's in it doesn't look good. I gotta be honest with you guys, I'm a little bit concerned. M'ho messo un po' di paura quando l'ho visto, eh? Took one in the stomach, okay? The doctor, the surgeon says that he thinks he's gonna be all right, but it's the next 24 hours is the most important time. In the meantime, Tina, this is what he asked me to tell you guys. We do nothing. Remember the way your brother likes to operate. The family stays in the background, in the shadows. We don't come to the front. We're gonna come up with a plan. The plan will be executed. You'll have your time, Tina. I need you to relax.
So we just sit here.
You know
we
your
just
brother.
sit here where my brother lies injured in the hospital doing nothing.
Rispetta tuo fratello. La parola sua è che aspettiamo un po'. Hai capito? Aspetta un po'. Now, at this point, gentlemen, all I can say is the lines are starting to be drawn. It could have been any one of us that they got. Any one of you, actually.
Tina, he's right. We stand back. We're in the shadows. And we strike. And we strike hard.
When the time is right.
So I'm here to ensure you that my family is with you guys 100%. Whatever you decide, we will be there to the end.
Ti ringrazio. Allora,
Prego.
allora, a questo punto non si fa niente. Aspettiamo 24 ore. Vediamo come va Joe.
Everything. Everything is yours. And the Molinari family. Everything. I must travel to Italy. I must go to Rome. And when I return, I'll be here.
Grazie. Allora.
Hey, Sal.
Good to see you, boss.
Good seeing you. Listen, I called you in because I want to get to the bottom of something. There's something that's really bothering me. When I get this feeling, there's something wrong. I'm never wrong, okay? I want you to put your nose to the ground. Get out there, find out what the hell's going on. You understand? And I want you to reach out to this Irish guy. Get this Irish guy in here today. Just make sure tonight, bring him to my joint in Vetro. I'll see him on the roof. I don't care what he's doing, you hear me? Make sure he's there tonight. I'll see him upstairs, okay?
Tina, piacere è mio.
Grazie. I wanted to speak to you about preparing for my brother's return. As you may have heard, he is recovering well. But make no doubt about it, this was an assassination attempt on his life. I want to find out who did this. And I want every single person involved to pay. I just wanted to make sure that I could count on you and your family.
Tina, io e mio padre siamo pronti. È un onore per me chiamare per questa richiesta. Noi abbiamo più di 150 persone. Controllo il porto, l'Unione e abbiamo molti amici nella politica. Tu mi dici quando sei pronta e sarà il mio piacere per fare questo per la vostra famiglia.
Perfecto. I spoke to Frank. I know he's loyal to the Molinari family and I trust him. But his mind is not suitable for war. He wants me to wait. He wants me to be patient like he is. But I can't do that. The sooner we strike, the better. Do you understand?
Io capisco. Tu mi devi dire quando vuoi che noi ci muoviamo e noi siamo pronti per fare quello che vuoi che noi facciamo.
Grazie. We have to be careful though. As soon as my brother wakes up, he's going to have to answer for some of the things this family has done, including the hit on the social club and other things that you know about. We have to be smart. We have to be quick. We have to be careful. Everything goes smoothly.
Se tu sei pronta, dimmi quando, io sono pure pronta.
Ora.
Girls, do me a favor. See you at the bar. Disappear for a minute. All right? I gotta conduct a... I gotta talk to somebody, all right? Thank you.
How are you, Carmine?
Good. Clancy, how you doing?
Well, it's good to see you.
Good seeing you too.
You're looking well.
You too? Family good?
Yeah, everything's good.
Everybody's good?
No problems.
I brought you in because there's something on my mind. I just need to get clarified, if you don't mind.
Not at all.
On that little job you did for me a little while ago, you did a little cleanup. I checked with our people. What time was it that you went in?
3 o'clock. 3 o'clock.
You sure it is?
Carmine, you've been in this business for 70 years. You honestly think that we would basically have no inclination of what we're doing?
I just think it's strange that, we live our lives in the shadows the way we do. And at the same time, there was an attempt on Joe, and that club got hit at 3 o'clock. And I think it's very strange. So I'm going to ask you one more time. Okay, think about it before you answer. Think long. What time was it?
Carmine, it was 3 o'clock. We've been doing this for 70 years, our family. That's why you trust us.
And there's no doubt.
Absolutely none. I have family in Ireland.
I'm just getting an undercurrent. I have a feeling there's something going on. I'm going to look into it further. I just don't like what I'm seeing, what I'm hearing. I think there's something going on.
You have a friend here, Carmine.
I know.
Thank you.
3 o'clock it is.
3 o'clock, Carmine.
You got it. I want you to get all the families together, okay? Bring them in for a meeting. Something's going on here I don't like, okay? And I also want you to put a couple of guys on Clancy. I think it may be time to end our relationship with this guy, okay? That's it.
How you doing, Joe?
I've seen better days, but I want an update. We have to make sure our boys in Harlem are protected.
Okay, business. I spoke with our allies. They're all okay with a meeting at your disposal. Carmine would like to have a meeting as well on the social club. I told them as soon as the Don is okay, we'll worry about that. I hope that's okay.
I wouldn't worry about that right now.
Exactly. Tina would like to say something to you.
My brother. I'm so sorry for everything. You were right. I was an embarrassment to this family, and I feel so much shame, and I'm so sorry.
Tina, you're my sister. You don't have to apologize.
But I do.
Unfortunately, when things like this happen, we all think clearer.
Well, I want you to know that since I found out you were shot, I haven't had a sip of alcohol. And it's going to stay that way. And I'm all in.
We'll need you to be all in. We have some big trouble coming. We have to be smart about it and stick together.
I'll do whatever I have to do.
Let's get ready for the meeting. Organize it.
Ciao Pa, come va? Pa, senti, dobbiamo parlare. Lo so che mi hai messo contro dalla famiglia, però domani mi devo incontrare con Joe Molinari. Devo fare qualcosa, Pa. Mi devo fare una mossa e devo fare qualcosa subito. Grazie.
Hey, how are you, Michael?
Thank you for meeting me.
How you doing? Michael, what's so important? You couldn't wait till Tuesday's meeting.
No. 13 of my people just got killed in my social club. And word on the streets is the family's gonna launch an all-out war.
I'm hearing the same thing. I'm aware of it. And don't think I take it lightly. Don't think I forget about the attempt on Joe's life. Joe's family has been the victims here too. Don't forget, they were specifically hit.
Give me the order, Carmine. Give me your blessing. I'll take care of it.
The same old, same old. Come on, Michael. We go through this every 10, 12 years. All out war, all out family. Why? Ego trips, power, money. It's always the same thing. What do we end up with? 12, 15 bodies in the street, 8 guys in a can. Who wins? This is not the time to be a cowboy. This is not the time. We can't do that. We gotta have calm here. I gotta find out what's going on. The thing that really bothers me, between me and you, never before has there been an attempt on one of us. This is the real problem. This is what bothers me most. We gotta be calm. When I unfold a plan, I promise.
I respect you, and I respect what you're saying. But my family is the victim here. These guys come and hit us. We don't know who they are. They could be Chinese, the blacks, the Greeks. We don't know. For all we know, it could be one of ours. La nostra gente.
Ti amo. Noi non farà nulla. Aspetta. Aspetta.
Va bene. I'll see you at the next meeting. I'm gonna have my guys ready for whatever we decide.
I capito. Take care. State buono. Round up all the families. Get them all in. Let's put an end to this now.
Phil, I'm honored that both of our families will be joined. The Molinari family is extremely happy. And I thought we'd take a walk here in the old neighborhood where it all started. Your family, my family.
That's kind of interesting. We grew up around the corner here. We're a part of the same family in many ways. You remember this house, my grandfather's house? How many times did we sit out on the front stoop here, him telling us things he learned about life? How many people in America knew he was one of the most powerful, richest men in this country?
He's very modest, lived a modest life.
He knew how to walk between the raindrops, Joe. He knew how to stay in the shadows. He followed the rules. Him, your grandfather, they laid it out. These were great men, men of vision.
And the rules is what I'd like to talk to you about, which is very important, that we learn as a family that we must change and adapt to the current situations in life, just like any big business. They adapt, they mold themselves based on the environment. The Molinari family believes in combining forces and ending threats even before they become a problem. You may not know this, Phil, but your assassination was starting to be planned by the Farrow brothers. As of today, at 1 p.m., the Farrow brothers, Johnny Ring, Stocco, all people that you know that have been a complete nuisance to your family are dead. Their bodies have been cut and burned. There will be no trace of their existence anymore, and the threat to your family is over. These are the things you can expect the Molinari family to help you out. Your enemies are our enemies.
Joey, that's great to hear you say. The Pisani family owes the Molinari a great debt. You've got my loyalty.
Thank you, Phil. The laws and respectful things that Don Pisani did years ago, some of them won't work today. And they're starting to change, which is why this merge is so important.
Joe, I got 150 soldiers. You tell me what you need. They're loyal men, and they're all shooters. You just say the word.
The Molinari family has 668 soldiers. Combined with yours, you'll still be able to lead your family, but under the vision of the Molinari family. You know, Phil, you mentioned Don Pisani up the road. Another figure, a prominent figure in our family, very influential one, is Don Vincenzo Chimenera, which lived right here at one point. These individuals built the foundations for our family. And it's up to us to add to it. Because if we don't add to it, it all goes down the toilet. And we can't let that happen. Changing with the times is very important. The strength of the Molinari family comes in different facets. One, our expertise has the ability to put us in situations that most families wouldn't dream of ever putting themselves in. For instance, my dad did a wonderful job at running the family in the traditional sense. Bodyguards on the street, bodyguards with him at all times.
We have put 50 New York City Police Department officers that belong to the Molinari family in the academy right now. That's because in 10 to 15 years from now, they will mold themselves into sergeants, chiefs, FBI, law enforcement. What we're doing is putting the Molinari footprint in society without anybody ever knowing. This gives us total control. For instance, just up the street here, you see a light, a traffic light, and it monitors people if they blow a red light, if they go too fast. The Molinari family owns the Aztec Corporation, which controls every New York City traffic light camera in the United States.
See, that's smart. It's using your head. You're a step ahead.
We have access to all videos all the time. Anything ever happens involving the Molinari family or a threat to some of our people that we can control, we can pull the video before it goes anywhere.
Have you gotten any pushback from any other families on this type of control?
They don't believe in it. As I stated before in the meeting, before my attempted assassination, we believe in getting away from the drug market because it creates nothing but a disaster. We can go to technology and make far more money. For instance, that gentleman over there with the long hair. We look at him as a homeless individual, maybe just walking around. He's part of the Molinari family. 2 houses there on the top, and the roof is a sniper, part of the Molinari family. You have to start thinking, Phil, everywhere you go, people walking and breathing are part of this secret system of ours. And I'm just taking it to another level.
You just see a lot of opportunity. I think more of our friends got to start to think like you do.
Well, they may or may not, which is why I'm happy that we merged. There could be a very big war coming. And I suppose that part of this family will want to think of the old way, the old traditions. They won't want to think of the new. We have to change. Like I said, just like every major corporation changes with the economy, the society, the environment, the Molinari family has to mold itself into today's world. If we don't do that, we'll be a thing of the past.
I agree with you, Phil. The Vicinity family's behind you 100%. I don't know what else I can do to pledge my loyalty to you.
I know it was a bit of surprise, but after last week's meeting, you know that there's time for a change. There's a war coming. And we could sit and try to hide and maybe think it might not hit us, or it might miss us, or we might survive it. But really, there's only one thing to do, and that's to team up to defeat it. Defeat is banging down on our doors. We are outnumbered. We hold the biggest territories, New York City, the Bronx, Brooklyn. But the rest of the families still want to push drugs, something that the Molinari family, and I know that the families here are against. We can make much more money in technology. But unfortunately, to get to that level, we need to change a very old tradition. And sometimes changing traditions means war. It means death. It means destruction. Times are changing. There was an attempted assassination on my life, which also marked the end of our family trust. So everyone sitting here at this table is trustworthy. I trust you with my life. And I'm here to ask that we join forces, because the only way that we will win is to join forces. And I can't lie to you all. I care too much about you to say that the Molinari family could do it by itself. We need the help of everyone. We need your men, your expertise, your connections. And though we know war is really never profitable in our business, this one is definitely necessary. So I move to make a notion. We've had the Pisani family join the Molinari family. I would like to have all of you join the Molinari family. And one thing I can guarantee is that none of your families will ever know want again. The Molinari family will take care of everything. We will walk in strength, and we will defeat anyone in our path.
The Pisani family has pledged all its resources and all its men to the Molinari family. Your enemies are our enemies.
È un onore per stare qua con voi oggi. La nostra famiglia è d'accordo con la vostra famiglia.
Grazie, tante grazie. E quanto uomini tieni?
Ci abbiamo 175 persone pronte per la nostra parola che abbiamo unito insieme.
Io rispetto tuo padre e tua famiglia. Benvenuti.
Grazie.
Carrying on my father's name. watching him while I was growing up and the hard work he put into it. The passion. I had such a deep respect for that. That's where I started out, just like everybody else. Before all this, I was wearing a leather jacket. That's where my strength is. In the street. Being at war. Battle. So with that, Don Molinari, I offer myself to you as executioner. I give my family over to the Molinari family. We will become one force. From this day on, I will be with you every step of the way.
I thank all of you for your support. Now the biggest conversation of the night is going to be how do we win, how do we advance, and how do we succeed?
We know the Gagliatos are going to get their information the old-fashioned way. They're going to get it on the streets. They're going to pay off the cops. They're going to pay off the drug dealers. They're going to pay off the whores. We got to find a way to beat them to the punch. We got to know where they are and where they're going before they do. There's got to be a way we can find how to get that information.
Don, if I may.
Absolutely.
Gentlemen, very recently, the Molinari family has made a large investment in the telecommunication sector. We have some folks over in China where every single component that gets put into a cell phone is manufactured. I propose that's how we do it, and I'll explain a little bit about what I know about this technology. Each and every one of these chips that goes into our phones that we're all carrying here has a specific code, a serial number associated to it. Since we have the men on the inside, we get these codes of these phones that they're carrying. We'll be able to listen in on every single one of their conversations. We will know, gentlemen, what they're thinking before they actually finish their thought. And that is how we handle it.
We did acquire the biggest union in China. Anytime our other enemies, so to speak, do something in a text, an email, or a phone conversation, we'll know about it. But we'll need more than that. We'll need to cut them off at the shorelines as well.
Noi abbiamo il comando di tutto il porto. Sappiamo quello che entra e quello che esce. Potremo fermare e controllare tutto che ci dà vita a loro e quello che ci dà la forza.
Bravo. Don, with this information that they can supply to us, we supply that to the police. They'll seize, they'll be on the docks, they'll be wherever we need them to be to take control of the merchandise. So, they've already spent the money, or they owe the money for that. And we stop them from selling it. We dry them up. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, you control the airports.
Correct. For decades, my father has built his empire, his entire empire, based on all the cargo that comes in and out of the airports. We even have control over the customs. We could just cut off their lifeline that way also.
And with our connections in law enforcement, we have them move in when we find out that they're moving any kind of weight, whether it's guns or the powder or anything at all. We drop the dime, they move in, they seize it. They can't sell it, they can't make money. Plus it costs them money on the front end to get it. That's how you stop them.
I agree with everyone's plan here. 2 weeks from now will be our date. And 2 weeks from this day, we'll regain control of all the families in the whole New York, New Jersey, Connecticut border. And we'll be aligned with all of our subsidiaries all across the United States. And we'll do that through a meeting that Tina will set up, who is very close to the Gagliato son. Tina will approach them and try to arrange a meeting with myself and their Don. And our family will act weak and beg for forgiveness and act like we want to join up with that family. But in the end, they'll bite and we will win. And we'll wipe them off the face of this earth. Every single one of them.
I'll set up the meeting with Anthony Gagliato. Him and I go way back. I know how to get to him. And I'll make him think we're weak.
Allora, è deciso. Quello che abbiamo parlato dentro questa stanza rimane in questa stanza qua. Va bene? Tutti, capimo? D'accordo, sì? Bravo. La famiglia. So, our taps on the phones, they're starting to bear fruit. And the first ones to make a move here is the Gagliatos. The chatter we got. They've got a sitting judge in Chambers on their payroll.
Is he part of our setup?
It's part of our setup, okay? And he's going to start turning screws. He wants more money. Otherwise, they're getting ready to present information to the DA on all of our going-ons right now that we've got going, you know.
Isn't this the judge that recently got more money? He wants more?
It's the same one. He's a greedy boy. He's a porco. È un porco proprio di prima qualità.
What's his family life? Wife?
He's got 2 kids. He's got a boy, just turned 18. He's graduating. He's going into law school. He's gonna attend Harvard. He's gonna attend Harvard.
Do we really think he'll talk?
I think that if we send the right message, maybe a few candid photos of his children, letting him know that we can get
He's a
to anybody
snake.
we want.
Once a snake, always a snake. We filled his pockets. He'll always want more and more and more. I think we need to get rid of him. Why don't we stage a little bit of an accident with Bruno? His wife had an accidental choking. There was a break in the house.
You want to go after his wife?
Both of them.
Both him and his wife?
Yep. There was an accident. There was a break in the house.
Okay.
And both of them were part of an.
I'll put Bruno on it right away. We're going to leave the kids out of it.
Leave the kids out of it.
Okay.
But they were part of a messed up situation, gone bad.
Are you concerned about any potential fallout finding back to us?
Not at all.
Gagliato's trying to put this.
Send Bruno. He's invisible.
Okay.
Let's do that as soon as possible. I don't want this judge going into Chambers on Monday and putting any of our names where it doesn't need to be.
I agree
stop
with
that
you.
before it
I agree with
happens.
you. That's why I came to you right away with this information.
Okay.
As soon as we got it.
Anything else?
That's all we have right now.
Okay.
Santino, come sta?
Hey, come sta?
Tutto a posto?
Hey.
Everything going good?
Everything's good, yeah.
Yeah? What's new?
Feel good. See all these birds around here, there's people there. I don't know what's going on here, you know. I'm shaking more every day.
Watching the birds?
Yeah, watch the birds. That's all I got to do, yeah. There's plenty of them, you know.
Well, you take care. If you need anything, you let the Molinari family know about it, okay?
Yeah, grazie.
Come stai? Tutto a posto?
No posto. I feel like a marked man. I need a gun. I gotta have some kind of protection. Anybody wants to put a hit on me, where do I go? What do I do? I have no protection in this place. They're all walking around with guns in here. I don't have anything. I gotta have something. See what you could do for me.
Giuseppe, you've been loyal to my father for years. You're an asset to the Molinari family. This place is not a place to fight. It's a place of rest. You've done your will for the Molinari family more than I could ever thank you for. Now you're under the protection of us and sanctuary here, and this is where you'll stay.
Un bisogno una pistola, Giuseppe.
Giuseppe, don't give him anything. You give him a gun, he's gonna kill us all.
Cheech.
There he is.
How are you?
Good, good, good. Ming, it's been a long time. I know you've been busy. Time goes by so fast.
We never forgot you, you know that. How are you holding up over here?
Who would ever think we'd be in this Molinari retirement sanctuary? Now I sit here 24/7 with these two guards who have never seen war like I have. But if I counted the number of bodies between them, it would turn some heads. But you know, we still hear things behind these walls. What happened with you?
Well, I wanted to come and talk to you because things have changed back home. Some low-level ranking guys decided to put a hit on the family. Well, I was close. I took one in the stomach. A couple of my guys, good guys, went down. Now the head of the families want a meeting, and this is why I wanted to come here and talk to you about it.
Of course they want a meeting. They already suspect that you broke some of the family rules. They want to break up the family, and they would love to take it for themselves. Joe, listen to me carefully. The first person that approaches you about breaking the family up is the traitor.
I understand.
Just this one time. I wish I could go back to the villa and see you out of this mess. Let me help you. Will you take me back?
You really okay to come back? I mean, you really up to it?
Yeah, sure. I just gotta go to my room and get my bathing suit.
What?
I gotta go. I gotta get my slippers. I want to go to the beach. I don't like the sand on the toes.
What are you talking about, Cheech?
I'll kill them. I'll kill them all. I'll cut their necks off. No one messes with the Molinari family. I'll go for a swim and then I'll kill them. I'll kill them all. I'll kill them all. I'll kill them all. I'll kill them all. Yeah, I'll kill them all.
Ora battaglia del Villa Bianco! I'll kill them!
Good afternoon, everybody. The reason I thought it's important we all get together, I think all of you agree, we've had a stressful couple of weeks. There's a lot of questions unanswered. A lot of tempers are flying. There's a lot of things on people's minds I think we need to air out. There was an attempt on Joe's life. Social club got hit. A lot of things going on. And I think it's time we sit around and just air this out and get off our chest what everybody's thinking. I think it's a healthy way to go.
Well, I thought I was going for a routine sit-down with Ganji. We had some problems at a social club with one of your loudmouth capos who went into Frank Chin's territory, and I didn't want my business with Frank Chin disturbed. I walked into what was supposed to be a routine sit-down. I walked away with a bullet in my stomach and 3 of my main guys dead. But I am not coming here to get vengeance. I want answers. But obviously in this family, we have a rat.
I agree, and that's one of the reasons we're here, is to find out who, for lack of a better term, which rat is amongst us.
Wait a minute. You're agreeing? You're agreeing with him that somebody at this table gave an order? That's the way I'm taking it.
Who knew about the sit-down that I arranged with Joe? All right, everybody, we're going in the wrong direction here.
I don't like the idea
We're going in the wrong direction.
He's saying that we're rats.
Listen.
Somebody at the table's a rat.
Maybe it's not a rat, maybe it's a fucking weasel.
Listen to me. This is not the outcome I anticipated, okay? I expect us all at the end of the day to come up with an answer. First of all, no one's come to me yet with who knew about the sit-down.
Carmine, we ain't heard that word rat in 30 years. This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about.
You know, we're becoming like the guys in the street, I keep saying. We're supposed to be in the shadows. Are we losing touch with what we established, what we created here years ago?
Come on, how could you be in the shadows? How could you, when stuff like this is going on right at our table, how could you be in the shadows?
It never used to happen. And that's what's annoying me. It's starting to happen.
We're becoming more and more like those front people. We should be talking about business and other ways of making money instead of heroin in the old school ways that had no choice to happen. Now we're smart enough to go in another direction, but it doesn't seem like it here.
That's what carried this family.
We're still fighting over the heroin.
For 30 years, that's what carried this family. 30 years.
I think the problem here is we got too many families. Perhaps the Molinari family should split up. What do you think?
The Molinari family, and thank you for your opinion, won't be splitting up. If you remember, my father's the one that gave your father some territory because he felt bad he didn't have a large stake in the game. So if you think that we're going to abandon our family, I can stop you in your tracks now and tell you it's not going to happen. First of all, you forget that the Molinari family gave the Sestorino family its territory in the Lower East Side, right? Are we forgetting about that? Your family had, short of a push cart of fruit for a 4-block radius, we gave you the Lower East Side, and this is how you repay us?
Yeah, but you guys are taking over a lot more territories. As a matter of fact, Vincenzo's territories have been taken over by your family.
Both of your territories have been advanced with the front people. That's not how we're supposed to do business. You have capos and social clubs slapping people in Chinatown, causing a ruckus. Is that how we expand like animals? That's not how sophisticated human beings
It's not
advance.
the direction we're supposed to be going. I agree with that. And that's why I was looking to Joe to change a few things. I know some of you don't agree with it.
Oh yeah, Joey? Don't you think it's kind of fucking convenient that the club was hit and your hit was the exact same time?
Well, obviously, the person who planned the hit wasn't so clever as they thought they'd be.
You know, I think everybody just take a breath here. I brought you together to come to a meeting of the minds, get to the bottom of this. We are creating another war.
Where were you when that hit went down?
I had a bullet in my stomach. Where do you think I was? In Harlem, with a bullet in my stomach, watching my men bleed on the floor. You had the Irishman come to verify the time.
I
told
did.
you it was 3 o'clock.
I did, and a lot of you have questioned that. I brought the Irish guy in to meet me. I drilled him. I drilled him good. He gave me his word several times. He gave me his word. 3 o'clock was the cleanup. Okay?
But how good is his word? Were you taking his word over?
Yeah.
He's the first guy I would look at. I want to know who gave the order. I don't care who did it. I want to know who gave the order.
I think that's probably more true than the cleanup. You're right, because who did it is really why we're here.
Now, gentlemen, I've said what I had to say at this meeting. And as I did mention, I seek no act of vengeance here. But if I'm not going to be held up to be blamed for social club hits or any other unauthorized hits or killings, I'd like to be excused. I have business to attend.
Joe, we'll talk about it again at a later
Good day,
date.
gentlemen.
Yep. Just want you to know it's official, by the way. They made Gino Finelli. He's the new front man. Okay.
Oh.
There's too many things going on. All right. I just don't like what I see. We had the attempt on Joe's life, and the social club gets hit. I know what else. I just don't like what I see. What are you guys hearing? I mean, what do you think?
Come on, I don't know why we're getting involved with this nonsense. We got the gambling, we got the casinos. I mean, how much you want?
I agree, and you know what's happening is the bigger you get, obviously, people start getting greedy, and people starting to want a piece of everything. You know, I don't have to tell you, the greed kills more people in our lives and our family than anything else.
So, Carmine, the attempt on Joe's life.
Yeah.
The Something has to be resolved about this.
Absolutely.
I mean, his life is at stake.
No, I'm going to work that out. We're going to find out who's behind that. Obviously,
Yeah?
somebody on the inside was behind that. That's sitting right with me.
That's the feeling?
I told you, Carmine, start with a clean slate. Wipe them all out.
I brought in Don Vincenzo Semina. All right? I want to bring him in.
Beautiful.
All right?
Yeah. Bring him in.
Yeah. What's up, Don?
Carmine, I got a problem with the Pisani's going with the Molinari family. They should have been with me. My territory, my grandfather, right down to my father, right down to me. How this happened, I don't know.
First of all, Pisani chose Joe. I gave him the option. Yeah, could have I mandated where he went? Could I have said, you're going to go with him, you're going to go with him? Yeah, that doesn't always work. I'd rather keep people who work together. I keep preaching to everybody. I'm looking to grow a business here. Legitimate business. We can't keep thinking and doing what we did. I spoke to him, he chose Joe. Okay? And I didn't think it was a bad marriage. I don't know why you got a big beef with this.
Listen, something smells fishy. I never liked the kid to begin with, all right? You're not just hearing it from me. I had a little beef with the Gagliatos about Brooklyn a few weeks ago. I feel like they're ganging up on me. This is what you're supposed to be here for.
Everybody in this business, you know why there's more wars? You know why more people turn up dead? Greed, greed, greed. It's always the same story. I've got an allegiance to him because of his father. His father and me were blood. We were as close as you can get. I respect that. I know you do. I don't know why you have a beef with this. This could work for us all. I'm asking you to just stop being so damn hot-blooded. Stop being so... and think. Sit back and think a little.
I don't like it. I don't like it. And I'm hoping something changes. I want the Pisani's with me, Carmine.
Not happening. Not happening. That's it. End this. The decision was made. Okay, he made it. I endorsed it. That's it. End it.
I gotta go. I'm out of here.
Listen.
I understand what you said, but I don't have to like it.
You don't have to like it, but you're gonna live with it. You understand?
Thank you, Carmine.
I entrust you with this information that I'm about to tell you. It's time for us to take a stand, okay? My family, the Messina family, the Gagliano family, and another guy who's going to be coming soon, his family too. We're going to start doing things our way.
I agree. I just left Carmine a few hours ago. He treats me like I'm a little boy. My grandfather came here with wooden shoes on his feet, okay? He was the one that started cutting the heroin with baby laxative. He invented that. It made us millions of dollars. And this is the guy that wants to tell me, you can't have the Pisani's, you lost your territory, I don't like the way you're doing things. Listen, I brought more money into this family, and this is the way he treats me. This ain't gonna be no Ganji hit that Joe escapes from some skinny little hallway. I'm involved now. I want this death to be as painful as possible. This guy's under my skin, and I don't like it. And I don't like Carmine either. And that's why I'm here to make sure you guys are on board with me.
My family's in 100%. We came here in the 20s, and we ran gambling, prostitution, loan sharking, and now the drugs. And we have the muscle. And we're not gonna let any fucking prick come in here and take over what we started. So whatever you need, I'm in.
Okay.
Yeah, one more thing. I want to give the Molinari one more chance. And if they don't take it, they're gonna die. They're going down right away. And fuck that Rigatti family. And fuck Carmine too.
I agree. Fuck him.
You know what? He wouldn't give me the executive order, so we're gonna have to just take it to the next level.
Then let's do this. This ain't gonna be no Ganji hit.
No.
No. This is gonna be a real hit.
We're gonna take care of business right away.
Okay.
We gotta do what we gotta do.
Okay, so it's all agreed.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Listen, Tina Molinari got in touch with me. She's reaching out. She wants to have a meeting. I don't trust these fucking people. I know you and her got something going together. I want you to take her out to a nice place. Buy her dinner, pick a brain. This is very important. I want to bury these fucking people. I'll send a couple of guys there, be watching, so nobody fucks around. I want you to pick a brain. Be nice to her. Find out what's going on. I want to bury these fucking people. You're shaking your head. I don't want you to fuck this up. It's very important.
You're right. I got this.
Okay, I got a meeting with the son tonight. I don't want nothing to go fucking wrong. Okay?
Try the soup and you'll love it.
Oh, that's good. Really good.
Got a new chef in the kitchen. Guy can't speak English, but he sure can cook.
Oh, that's delicious.
Good.
Love to get the recipe.
Right, like you cook.
Well, once in a while. So how was your day?
Please, don't ask. Between the crooked cops, the crooked DAs, the crooked lawyers, and the crooks that they're defending, you can't get an honest day's wage.
You work hard, though, so I give you credit.
I'll
Dealing
tell
with
you-
all that stuff.
So, how's the soup? What?
It's good. I just feeling a little off somehow. I don't know.
Why?
I just
Take a sip. Whoa, whoa. Are you all right? Oh, my. Barry! Jeez! What the hell's going... Oh, John! Look at your face! Oh, my God. I'm gonna call 911. Hang on! Fuck! Hang on!
Ciao.
Ciao, ciao.
Piacere, come stai?
Come stai? Bene,
Tutto bene.
tutto bene. Joe, notizie buone, eh? Siamo tutti a posto. A questo punto abbiamo 99% delle telefonine della famiglia Gialdardo e i suoi controllati. Allora, quelle che stanno loro sappiamo noi. Quelle che mandano su text abbiamo anche noi. Allora, Gialdo.
E tutta la gente?
Tutti, anche i suoi controllati. A questo punto quello che stanno loro sappiamo noi. A posto siamo, eh?
Va bene, va bene. We start soon.
Sì. Già abbiamo un po' di informazione che loro hanno un plano di ammazzare a Carmine.
All right, I want to get involved with that.
Right.
We have to intervene on this, making sure that Carmine knows that our people stopped it.
Ho capito. Allora, lo fermiamo, però facciamo sapere che se non era per la famiglia nostra, Carmine fosse morto. Capito?
Va bene.
Va bene.
Va bene. Everything starts in 2 days.
Sì.
I'll have a word with my sister. Now that everything's in place, we will strike.
Abbiamo trovato un ragazzo che mi hai domandato tu. Era nascosto in una isola fuori di Costa Rica. Ci sono spiegato che tu hai cercato di ci fare un piccolo lavoro per noi, però mi ha detto lui che, senti, io l'ho lasciata questa vita, mi liberate voi di questa vita a me, io non faccio questo più. Però ci sono spiegato io a lui, senti, che questo è quello che sta succedendo. E mi ha detto che lui ci aiuta a noi perché della vendetta che ha lui contro la famiglia Giardo è quello che ci hanno fatto a suo padre e la sua famiglia.
We're going to send Bruno with him. We're going to send Bruno with him and Giaco.
Però ti ricordi tu quella cosa che è successa fra lui e
Sì,
Giacomo?
ricordo, sì, sì.
C'hai fiducia? C'hai tu su?
Non c'è problema. Giaco's loyal to the Molinari family. There won't
Bravo.
be any issues there. Send them both. The kid has a history, I'll say, of being or going a little too overboard. I want him watched. Send everybody on it.
Bruno lo controlla.
Sì.
Va bene.
Ok, state buono.
Grazie, Joe.
2 days.
2 giorni.
Fratello,
Tina,
we are all set.
excellent.
I just want to say that I've never tasted blood like I have these past few weeks. Dago la mia vita per questa famiglia.
And it's blood you seek, and it's blood that you will get. We will have our revenge, and a bloodbath will fill the streets. You know, it's funny, I walk the grounds here and it reminds me of Dad. The conversations we used to have about the family and where we were headed in our future. It's almost hard to believe that decades have passed and I'm still walking the same grounds, having the same conversations. You know, it's funny, Dad used to say, when he used to talk about you, he used to say, if only Tina were a male, what a wonderful Caesar she would make. I think it's going to be your time to shine now.
Sono pronta, fratello. Papa never would have approved this war. Not in a million years.
People have walked all over Dad. He was a great man and he had respect, but he did want to keep the peace. He was a very passive Don that let a lot slide. And it showed a lot of these lower end people a weakness, a side of the Molinari family that they thought that they can take over. It ends in 2 days. Cominciamo. Dare in ordine. And in 2 giorni, le strade saranno piene di sangue. We'll wipe them all away.
How you feeling, Joe?
I'm getting better. How are you doing? Seems like we have some rats we need to extinguish.
Yeah. Well, first of all, you know, thanks for your support. Needless to say, it means a lot. But I got to tell you, I was a little disappointed. Why wasn't I in on these plans and these conversations? You know, what went
With all due
down?
respect, Don Rigetti, we weren't sure where your alliances stood. The word on the street was you were talking to the other families. We needed to know who we could trust and who we couldn't. Not that we're saying we couldn't trust you, but the Don needed to be careful.
I always knew that your allegiance was with us. However, I stood back and I watched, and this is why I kept a close eye on you. When I knew they were going to hit you, we moved in. I couldn't take any chances. Couldn't take any chances. You know what we did to the social club. You're doing what you need to do as head of the family. By rights, I'm to be executed for what I did. I went against the family laws. I had to be very careful on determining which side that you were on. Now that we're both on the same side, I suggest we team up. I'm not asking to merge families. You keep your family, I keep mine. Of course, there's been several that have joined me. Let's work together, flush out who we need to flush out, which will be done very shortly. And then it's business as usual.
Well, I had my inkling anyway. You were in on the social club. I mean, I wasn't born yesterday. And I think you know I've been trying my best to keep peace in the family. I mean, always with me. I mean, all these years I've seen wars every 10, 15 years, and what do we get? Bodies all over the street and 10 guys in a can. Nobody wins. Nobody wins.
You're right, Don Rigetti. That's why we have a new strategy here.
There's going to be no way out unless we wipe them all out. The Gagliardo family's got 1,500 strong. Combined with your family and who we have now, and our technology, we can beat them.
It sounds reasonable. It sounds like it makes sense. I'd be more interested in hearing what you guys have on the table, though.
Absolutely. Well, it's a combination of everything. Why don't we go into the next room and discuss?
Come va? Tutto bene?
Tutto bene.
Amici, vi porto notizie. Voglio che sapete che la famiglia dell'oppostato non cammina più sola. Siamo riusciti sotto una famiglia, con Joe Molinari.
Perché Joe Molinari?
Joe Molinari, voi non capite niente. La famiglia delle Molinari sanno tutte le cose, hanno accesso a tutte le cose e controllano tutti quanti, anche le telefonini che portate in tasca. E per questo so quelle che avete fatto con la famiglia dei Gagliardo. Tu mi hai provato a girare le spalle e oggi tu devi andare.
Mess with.
I'll take my chances.
You don't have to do this.
Where is everybody?
You sure you want to do this?
Where are they?
Fuck you!
So, yeah, there's still no pastries like last time.
You were supposed to go.
I was supposed to.
You know what? You're
Better yet,
you don't go. Because every time you go to that place, it sucks.
What the fuck?
This place is beautiful.
Yeah, I really like it a lot.
Grazie.
Thank you. Cheers.
Cheers.
You look beautiful, you know that?
Oh, thank you. And you're looking handsome as usual.
Thank you. I know our family doesn't really get along together, but we can figure something out.
Well, absolutely. I mean, we've always had something special between us.
You're right.
And I don't think we should throw that history away just because of our families.
I don't know. Maybe we could start a family or something.
My thoughts exactly. But,
Yeah.
come here for a second. Does he have to be so close?
No, don't worry. I'll take care
I
of it.
wanted some privacy with
Sure,
you
no problem.
tonight.
Come here. Could you give us some privacy between us? You know, keep your distance and everything. Cheers.
Cheers.
I'm really hoping our families get along and maybe you could join our family.
I can't wait.
It's gonna be a good night.
What's wrong? Are you okay? Anthony? What's wrong? He's choking. Help him! Help him! Somebody help him! What? Is he okay? Help him! Help him!
FBI! Down! Get out! On the ground! Line up! Line up! You! Line up! Get down! Stay right there. Don't move! Tag him and tag him. Fuck you fucking with. You're right there. Come on. Come on. Get over here. Would you fucking move?
I guess you didn't know we'd find out about the Scagliato hit.
You have no fucking idea who you're dealing with.
You know, I really do. Let me tell you a little story. I love working with law enforcement. I really do. I love it. It's my life, breath, and soul. And the reason why is because it helps me get scum like you off the streets. It's what I live, breathe, eat, and sleep. It's what my whole team does. And you know who got me on this great career path? Joe Molinari. Hey guys, I got a pickup. 543 Chauncey.
How you doing, sir? How you been? I haven't seen you for about 10 years.
You're looking good, Clancy.
Why don't you have the Bureau clean up this mess?
No, this one I got my orders on. It's up to you.
Okay.
Oh, God, what did I do? Please. Please, God, no. Stop. I've known you for years, man. Don't do this. Please. Please,
Don't do this. I don't want to die.
I told you not to get mixed up with these fucking people.
I know, and I'm sorry. I'll disappear. I'll get a plane ticket. I'll be gone. I'll never see me. I won't even say goodbye to my family, my son, my wife. Please, God.
You gonna disappear?
I'm gonna disappear. I'm gonna get on a flight. Don't, no, please. God, no. I don't want to die. Please save me. Don't.
Get up.
Do this. Just let me go. Now.
So they say you're a 50-year-old man in a kid's body. I didn't know I was taking somebody to grammar school.
Shut the fuck up. We're here to do our job. Get it done fast, get it done right. I'm not here to make friends.
I'd calm down if I were you.
I didn't think you heard me clear. We have a job. We're here to get it done. That's that. I didn't sign up to make friends. All right? You might call yourself a veteran, but I killed more people for the Molinari family than you can ever fucking dream of. So shut up and drive.
Well, if I were you, I'd shut up before I kill you.
Yeah, try me.
Y'all do something?
Yeah, is this where I can sell my calculators?
Calculators? You got the wrong place, buddy.
My uncle Tony Click works here.
Tony's nephew?
Yeah.
All right, come on. Good luck. Have a good day.
You think you wanna come in here and fucking kill everybody?
Gentlemen? Hey, Joe. It's not necessary. It's not necessary. I agreed to a sit-down, a meeting, and we're here.
Well, Joe, we're glad you finally came to your senses and that the Molinari family can join our family.
That's not going to happen. You know, I had my suspicions all through this time that you were behind the attempted assassination. I was very surprised at you two gentlemen, especially you.
It's not personal, it's just business.
That was very personal to me, very personal. You had crossed a line. You crossed a very thin line with me. And I had to be very resourceful. So as a gift, I'm going to allow you to now receive text messages and phone calls which your phone has not been receiving for the last 4 hours. John? I tried to tell you the power of technology is much greater than the stupid heroin that we've been dealing on the drugs, but no one paid attention. Now you can see what you've been missing in the last 4 hours.
You fuck. You prick, what'd you do to my son? You're a fucking dead man.
Sit down. All your men now work for me. Relax. We're taking over everything. That's your punishment. In 2 days, come Monday morning, your family is my family. Your richness, your power, everything you have behind it, your territories all belong to the Molinari family. And that's your punishment for the line you crossed. You're free to go. We'll get in contact with you in 2 days.
You think this is over, Joe? This is only the beginning.